Welcome back.
Hello amazing people and welcome back on my YouTube channel. It's your boy Troll, and today we have the grand global opening of all the servers. Basically the game is available to everyone today, right? So as I promised, we're gonna make plenty of beginner starter guides for you guys. For you that's starting today, you have a lot of questions. You might be a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of content of this game because yes, there's a lot of bosses, there's a lot of heroes, there's a lot of things to do in this game. So in this video, what we're gonna focus on, the very first part of the series that I'm gonna do, because I want to make like a series of videos from zero to hero, where we basically in this video, the main of this video is what to focus. What should you prioritize when you start playing this game? Where to go, where not to go? Because in terms of resources, we are very limited, especially as a free-to-play. And if you start investing on doing something bad, it will really limit your progress in this game. So step one, I think, without any surprise, will be to push the campaign. You want to push the campaign as far as you can because basically the campaign will unlock content in this game. Yes, there's a lot to do, but you only unlock it as you progress in the campaign, as you destroy those bosses, those chapters. Now, one, you want to do it to progress in the game, to get new content, but two, you also want to progress in the campaign because you're gonna get a lot of free stuff early on, a lot of achievements, quests, etc. So you really want to focus on the campaign. Now, obviously, it's easier done by said, but how do I do it? Well, focus on the main heroes, focus on your main team, and just push the campaign. Hey guys, just 1 second of your time. If you enjoyed the videos, if you think it helps you out, or you simply want to support the channel, make sure to click on the subscribe button, like the video, and please leave a comment. I love to interact with you guys, and I love to receive any sort of feedback. Also, the content creator program is now out. Now, what does it mean? It simply means that you can even further support the channel by going to the link that you can find under the video, and in going into the support section, soon you will be able to basically put my code, which is Troll2024. I will put it also in the description of the video, and by doing so, very transparent, I think I get 1 or 2% of any purchase you do in game. But then you, as my supporter, I will be able to buy or obtain, but at the end of the day, give you promo codes, gift codes. So I'm assuming free stuff in game as well. So the more you support me, the more I will be able to support you as well, guys. So if you want to help me out, check the description of the video. Yeah, let's move on. Now, what do I mean by the main team? So first of all, the game will give you few heroes early on for free. You don't even need to, you need to summon for Morgan, but you will get some heroes that you can simply build today, day one, hour one, and you're gonna keep them till the very last day of you playing this game. First of all, Morgan, you're gonna get her. Everyone gets her in the first 10 pull you get from the game, and this is the most broken character that you get for free. Yes, so once you summon Morgan, build her, invest into her. She's just an amazing unit. So make sure to always prioritize her because even end game, most of the teams, you're gonna use Morgan. The second hero, legendary hero you get for free is Tristan. You can also focus on Tristan, which will be also an amazing damage dealer, but he will also unlock you and help you with a lot of dungeons early on. So you can be confident that by investing into Tristan early on, you're not wasting your resources. Now, besides legendaries, you're also gonna get rare heroes for free. First of all, ignore Arthur. Arthur is a trap. But focus on Kay. Kay is an amazing hero, and even today, after 30 days of playing, I'm still using her in a lot of content. So Kay is also a free and safe bet on basically where to invest. And then lastly, you should also invest into Turin. She's one of the highest healing champions in the game, and you also get her for free. Now, don't basically fall into the trap. Don't level up Luke too much. You're gonna get him for free as well. But as soon as you basically get Turin, switch from Luke to Turin and start building your Turin because she will be a way better healer than Luke very quickly, simply because she's a rare and he's an uncommon, and since you're healing based on your HP with Turin will always be higher. So, okay, you're gonna focus on the campaign and you're gonna focus on your main team, but how do you build it? Because there's a lot you can do in this game in terms of leveling up, making your champions stronger. First of all, level up your champions. This is very self-explanatory. You're gonna come in, level them up, and you're gonna push from 10 to 20, 20, 30, etc. However, you cannot push unless you advance. So, the very first dungeon that will be extremely important for you is Penvid. So Penvid will be unlocked very early on in the game. Penvid is basically the dungeon where you're gonna farm the orbs that will allow you to advance your heroes and eventually to 6-star them. And as you can see, even me, endgame, my main team is still basically the 3 champions I told you at the very beginning. And to be quite honest, only those 3 champions are needed. Now, yes, you can throw in Turin eventually because she will help you out, but just those 3 champions, technically speaking, can solo the boss. So again, early on, obviously you're not gonna be able to solo, but use those 3 champions, throw in Turin, and you can easily defeat Penvid and hence basically start trying to 6-star your units. Once your heroes are 6-star, level 60, this next thing you're going to focus on is to awaken them. Now, how do you awaken? It's basically the favor dungeon. Favor dungeon, you can also call it basically the faction dungeon, where you're gonna have different bosses that are open every day, different dungeons where you can only use a specific faction of the game. So if we go here, as you can see, I can only use those heroes because they're a part of this specific faction. And what does it do? Well, basically you're gonna be able to farm statues. Statues that's gonna basically push your purple stars. Because again, you're gonna get the yellow star by advancing and you're gonna get the purple stars by awakening. Why do you want to awaken? Because in this game, you will be able to put gear on your champion, which is the helmet, torso, feet, amulet, earrings, ring, etc. But eventually you also can unlock artifacts, the belt, the orb, and the keepsake, which is basically the flag. But in order to get those, as you can see, you're gonna have to awaken them. And in order to awaken, you need to farm the favor dungeon, but also super important, you also gonna need to farm the forbidden dungeon. So the favor and the forbidden dungeon, because forbidden dungeon is one of the main content when you're gonna get your pedestals, and pedestals are needed to basically awaken from 3 to 6-star, and you only get 5 entries per day for free. So make sure to come here every single day as soon as you unlock forbidden dungeon and you basically start pushing. You only have 100 stages. Also super important, if you cannot push, you can auto clear, guys. Very important. Don't leave your tickets just because you think you cannot push. You're blocked on stage 33, that's fine. Click on the stage before and then clear, auto clear, and use all your tickets for that day if the reset is coming, because this resets every 24 hours. And that's basically how you're gonna start awakening your champions. Now, once your heroes are level 60, awakened, etc., well, something very important, all along the way, you're gonna need gold. A lot of gold. In this game, everything costs gold. So Gorgos early on will be your main source of gold, basically when you're gonna farm gold. And for Gorgos, very important, you're gonna need specific heroes because you're gonna need damage over time, which is dots. For this, you're gonna need either Anguish, or you're either gonna need Lancelot or Rosier. Lancelot is a legendary, however Rosier and Anguish are way easier to get because they are rare summons, but you will have to summon them. Now early on, early stages, you might just use a damage team where you're basically gonna use the champions I mentioned early on, which is Morgan, Tristan, and Kay. That's fine. Early on, it's gonna be more or less okay. By the way, it's fire. But eventually, you're gonna have to switch to the actual team, which is gonna be Anguish, together with maybe Isolde, with Rosier. Again, there are different composition of team, but the main core team will rely around Anguish and Rosie because they will apply dots, and then also the boss apply dots, and Isolde is one of the healer supports that takes off the dots. But again, there's a lot of guides on YouTube. You can also check basically here which heroes are the mostly used. But we all did already a video about it, so if you want to know how to defeat Gorgos, even stage 10 very early on, check videos on YouTube. But yeah, then eventually we're gonna finally get to the gear dungeons. So again, don't worry, stage 7 just got nerfed because it was too difficult. So what you should aim for is first stage 6 to start farming 4-star gear, or if you can, try to push to 7 and start farming 5-star gear. But don't worry, stage 8 or 9 or 10 are super difficult. You're gonna need to wait a long time before you can even farm it. So the first goal is to get 4-star gear, then you're gonna get 5-star gear, and then a long time after that, you're gonna try to get 6-star gear. Guys, the jump from 8 to 9, the power peak, like, it's gonna be really hard. So don't worry if you can't farm it early on. It will take you weeks before you can do that. So don't worry. But basically, start by 5, then go to 6, then go to 7. Early on, you're gonna get a lot of gear from the campaign as well. So don't worry about that. But eventually, when you start gonna want to start farming sets, you're gonna have to come here. Now, just so you know, we basically talk about the red dragon, the blue dragon, and the green dragon. The best dragons to farm are the red one and the green one. The blue one, not only is a little bit more difficult, at least for me, but also the gear sets that you get from him are not really used end game, so it won't really help you out. The green dragon only loots basically artifacts, so the belt, the orb, etc, etc. So even farming him at stage 2, 3, or even maybe 4 if you can, it's very beneficial, because even 1, 2, 3-star artifacts will be a game changer, because it's basically free extra stats. Now every single boss in this game, everything in this game, already did a video about it, how to finish the highest stage, what are the teams, what are the mechanics. So you simply need to check my channel and you will have some guidance in terms of how to defeat it, what are the teams you want to build or focus on. But yeah guys, this is basically the priority when it comes to you starting the game, where you should focus. Something that I forgot, but you'll most probably start doing it anyway. Once you're out of stamina, because yes, stamina is very hard, you're simply gonna start doing adventure and the arena on the side, and I really advise you to do it. Well, first of all, it's free, it's unlimited. Arena, there's no tickets in this game, and adventure, you can only do it once, but you can try as much as you want. It doesn't cost you stamina, you have chests to find, you have free resources. So again, once you're stuck in the campaign on a dungeon or stuff like that, come here to the adventure and try to push it. But yeah guys, that's it from me. That's basically the step-by-step guide. What should you focus when you start the game? There will be a lot of more in-depth specific guides on different content of the game. There was already plenty before, but I will make new friendly beginner guides for you so you can start better. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, follow and subscribe, and I will see you very soon.